I want to talk about something I get asked about a lot. Why do our shoes cost what they cost? Let's pick an example, the KARIO sneaker. Why does a pair of sneakers cost 125 euro? I'm going to do something most brands won't do. I'm going to show you exactly where that money goes. The real numbers, step by step. So, before we even get to the factories or to the materials, just over 23 euros of our 125 go straight to the government as VAT taxes. So, we collect it at the point of sale and pass it straight on. We never see it again. So, we're already working with around 100 euros, not 125. That's the first thing to understand. So, where does the 100 euros go? Let me take you through it. One third goes directly to our factory, which is in the northern Portugal, 57 kilometers from Oporto area. That one third covers two things that can't be separated: the people who makes the shoes and the materials they make them from. So the factory employs skilled craftspeople, many of them second or third generation shoemakers working under European Union laws. Legal wages, safe conditions, workers' rights protected by European Union standards. So, Portugal has been one of the most respected shoemaking regions for centuries. When we founded NAE in 2008, we chose to make everything there, not because it was the cheapest option, it wasn't, but because quality craftsmanship and the fair treatment of the people making our shoes were non negotiable from day one. Now, the materials. This is where it gets really interesting. The KARIO sneaker uses EcoPure micro leather, a material with 25% recycled content that performs like premium leather, without the animal suffering, without the greenhouse gas emissions, without the toxic tanning chemicals or traditional leather production. So the linen is breathable and responsibly produced. The insole is recycled foam, the sole is made from rubber. So none of these materials are cheap. They exist because researchers and manufacturers spend years developing alternatives to animal leather that actually work, that look right, that feel right, and that lasts. Every time you buy a pair of shoes made with these materials, you're helping to fund the next generation of innovation. That's not marketing language, that's just how the market works. So then there's the cost of getting it into you. Packaging is 2 euros. Shipping to your door costs on an average 6 to 7 euros, depending on the country. We absorb both completely. Free shipping and free returns are a real cost that lives inside the price you pay. We could charge for returns, many brands do. We don't, because buying shoes you've never tried on is already an act of trust, and trust should go both ways. So, about 1 in 5 pairs we sell comes back. Every single one is received at our warehouse, inspected by a real person, cleaned and prepared for its next owner through our pre-loved program. That process has a human cost and it lives in the price too. So, what's left after the factory, the materials, the shipping, the returns? So, the list covers the team, the warehouse, the designer who creates each original model exclusively for NAE, the website, the technology, and 18 years of building something that does this properly. It's not a large margin. I'm not going to pretend it is, but what I think it is, it's a fair price for what you're actually getting. A shoe made by skilled hands in Portugal from materials that didn't exist 10 years ago, shipped to your door with free returns and no animal harmed in the process. So, is it worth 125 euros? That's genuinely your decision. But here's how I think about it. A KARIO sneaker worn regularly for 4 or 5 years, no animal harm, no toxic chemicals ended up in the river, no craftsperson was underpaid. That's what you're choosing when you buy it, not just a sneaker, a direction, because every purchase is a vote for the kind of industry that you want to exist. And the more people make that choice, the better and more accessible these materials become for everyone. So that's the full picture. Link to the KARIO in the description. And if you have any questions, ask me in the comments. I am happy to go deeper on any of this. So see you in the next one.